be honest, I'm not really out there looking for wingers like that. I'm just like, bring back our boys. We got Diallo, we got Sancho. I think Højlund can do it out there. Maybe get a one more, but I'd rather go for a number 10. That's got a bit about him. You know what I'm saying? That can kind of, if needed, can go. Not the number 10 like Mason Mount. That's not my number 10. My number 10, I'm talking about like a Felix. If you need to put him out there, he can do something. Yeah, a proper creator.
Oh, bro, this quote has triggered me so much, yeah. But bro, I told you, man, about Højlund anyway. Like, bro, listen, man had the luxury of speaking to someone that indirectly played in the same team as man when he was at Copenhagen. They can't believe he's at Man United, bro.
Yeah,
them man can't believe he's here, bro, because he's rubbed. You know them way there, bro. He's rubbed. Like, you know what I'm saying? The youth's playing over in Europe now, but closer in Europe in one of the bigger leagues now. But he played at Copenhagen at the time. They couldn't even believe he got to
man at United. Yeah, no,
he's rubbed. This brother said he's impressed by Bruno Fernandes. You know, bruv, he's a scrub. If he rates Bruno as a baller, the creative midfielder that ain't created a single goal for him, yeah, I don't know what go on for, man, bro. Man's talking about elegant on the pitch. That brother can't even dribble. Do you know what I mean? If this bro thinks Bruno's a baller, yeah, he needs to be out of my club. And the good thing is, Ineos, them man are looking at strikers. Them man already know, bro, man's hearing Ivan Toney links now, bro, like, because they know they need a main striker. Them man would have wanted Harry Kane, bro.
100%. And Rasmus, he's going to be fighting for his life. This is the only season he had. Yeah, this is the only season he had to be the main man and to really take hold. Next season, you're fighting for your life. And you might be fighting for your life, if not if it's an Ivan Toney, but it could be some young youth from Argentina somewhere where you don't know and he's just on it. And you're fighting for your life because them man are putting goals away every chance they get. You know, like, we need a little throwback Chikorito. Someone that can just finish from nowhere. We didn't even know he was on smoke. He's turned up at the club. And he's just putting it in the back of the net. No hype, no fancy business.
That's what happens when you got a proper DOF. You can start doing them kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Unearthing, do you know what I mean? The little bad boys. Because, bro, before Jota went to Wolves and that, you know them ones. We need to be making them moves. Go on, player like that, little 10 million. Who's this you? Lighting it up.
Jota's bad, you know. There's a couple bad boys out there.
Some real shooters, fam. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is what it is. When you look at Højlund, we spent 70 million on a number 9 that ain't really a number 9. Do you know what I'm saying?
He better beg that they shot Greenwood. He better beg they shot him, you know.
Yeah, but even if they shot him, yeah, like, he'll never be good enough to be Man United's main striker, bro, because it's like, bro, if we're looking at City, they got Erling, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So our owners are just going to be, bruv, there's no way they'll be looking at him saying he's good enough. There's no way. Man.
Well, he just has to surprise us. He has to kind of, somehow it has to, like, Erik Ten Hag has to leave, and then we have to be like, it was my man that was mashing him up. Okay, we get it now. It has to be something like that. Because if it's not Erik Ten Hag and this is all he's got, he's under pressure. Unless the manager hasn't used him right, hasn't allowed him to get used to the league by playing him on the right, giving him time to have more space, and maybe a new man comes in, puts him out there, and then we start saying, okay, my man's got something, and then he can grow into the league, maybe. But other than that, if he thinks he's just going to stay up there, it's going to be problematic for him. This is why, to be honest, I'm not really out there looking for wingers like that. I'm just like, bring back our boys. We got Diallo, we got Sancho. I think Højlund can do it out there. Maybe get a one more, but I'd rather go for a number 10. That's got a bit about him. You know what I'm saying? That can kind of, if needed, can go. Not the number 10 like Mason Mount. That's not my number 10. My number 10, I'm talking about like a Felix. If you need to put him out there, he can do something. Yeah, a proper creator. If you need to put him out there, he can, but he can also then play down the middle and support in goals and stuff like that. Other than that, I don't really think we need bare players. And I think the money that we've been having, all I need, like you said, we need a director of football and the same 200 million. That's all. And we don't want you to go and spend it. Yeah, we don't want you to go and spend it on funny players. And we're not even in that space now where we're buying £100 million players. Because you buy those players when you're just putting the icing on the cake, the cherry on top. When everything's
we need to rebuild the unit, blood. So it's one of them ones where we need to sell players, condense the squad because it's too big anyway, condense the squad and do a little 200 million net spend thing, bro, and just bring in like 4 or 5 ballers, bro,
That's it.
can just strengthen the whole structure of the team. That's all we need. We don't need no exotic big names and all these ones. Obviously, bro, like a certain Mbappe is available on a free, blood. So do you know what I'm saying? The new owners might
money talks.
the new owners might say, bruv, listen, man, want to make a statement because, bro, no one wants to come through quietly. You know them ones. Maybe they might say, you know what, we want to make some noise around here. So he might do that. But I don't see us making signings like that.
Yeah, and obviously the commercial. I think the commercial stuff came out recently as well. And United make money. Mbappe would make his own money. I don't think Mbappe. It's like the way Pogba did. The people talk about, Pogba didn't lose no money for United. United made their money off Pogba. They made their money off that youth, and it's the same thing as Mbappe. You have Mbappe playing for a club like Man United. The type of money he'll bring in for the club, it will be crazy through commercial.
Yeah, he'll pay his own wages, blood. Like,
he'll pay his own wages. Yeah. So I don't really worry about them type of man. It's just about, do you want to bring them? Do you want to create that type of structure? But even then, I think there's still ways to create structures where players get money for other things other than just their normal salary. I think there's ways to do it, and I think those type of people are clever to do that, where, you know, based on appearances and all that, his money goes up, but his net salary is about maybe 300 or something like 250, but based on everything else that he has
related in it.
All that performance stuff just throws him up there and puts him on the type of money that he's happy with. So again, it just depends on his ambitions, his goals, and what he wants to do. Or if not, Madrid. But I keep on telling, man, teams like Madrid, Barca, they all have players that they've stacked up on who, if we could get them for a good fee, we're in the game, you know. They've got midfielders, they've got wingers, they've got a lot of players that they stack up on and then they send around. And I think United's got to be smart. Teams like Chelsea in the past have been smart in getting players. I just feel like the players are out there and a lot of them are on the bench. They're not like, you got Tchouaméni and Camavinga, and I don't know how much these type of men are going for, but both of those men might not make it at Madrid. You know what I'm saying?
It depends on how happy them man are, but you know what it is, because Modric is getting towards the end of his career. It's one of them ones where Modric and Kroos are getting on, innit? So Real Madrid have got their ready-made replacements there. Like, Real Madrid have been smart. They went and they spent the money up front.
They're gonna have Bellingham and them two in there.
And Valverde as well is there, who can come into that. Do you know what I'm saying? So they're smart, bro. Do you know what I mean? And then even the Turkish youth, I'm not sure if he's a 10 or if he plays in the front three.
He's a rebuilt
bad boy. He's a bad boy. You know, like that. So they're doing their thing.
A remake, a regen Ozil boy.
They're doing their thing, bro. So I think that they've done the thing the best way. Do you know what I'm saying? But with United, it's one of them things where I think what we need to do now is we need to look at the best of the rest in the Premier League.
Yeah.
And then facilitate that with some good foreign imports. That's what Fergie always used to do, blood. He used to get the good foreign imports, and obviously got the Nani and the Andersons and that. A lot of these foreign imports flopped, but it's one of them ones where it's like the bulk of our buyers were from the Prem. And then if we went outside the Prem, if you look at Fergie's signings from outside the Prem, apart from Ruud van Nistelrooy, most of them tanked, bro, if we're being honest. You know them ones there that like the belly on things flopped. Do you know what I mean? The Obertan, the Jembers, the Klebersons.
Yeah, we had a lot of foreign players.
Yeah, even Varane.
Varane. A lot of them did. And a lot of the foreign players that we did have that done well, they still had a season or two. Yeah, they were already here. Yeah, they were already here. They're already here. They done it.
It was like Chicharito was a good signing. Do you know what I mean? Like Gabriel Ense was a good signing. Park was a good signing. You know them ones, but Park was already playing Champions League. It wasn't like you get me. It wasn't like like we uncovered Park Ji-sung. Playing somewhere. Man was already kicking ball in the champs. So it's one of them ones where we had more misses than hits.
Yeah, that's that same thing you spoke about where the one manager runs everything. I think the red flags were there from early, but he just knew how to bully the league. But the red flags were there from early because really, Arsenal were the man them that were unearthing players from abroad and bringing them in. Like
Precisely.
that man never heard of, because they were starting that new philosophy, a new way of of finding players. I think we were on that old school long time. Let me see how he plays. And remember, Fergie used to sit in bare games and just scout bare man one up.
Yeah,
Man would just be watching games.
or send his youth blood to do it. You know them ones like Roy Keane used to say that he had his son as a scout down and he was paying his son to go watch games and that, bro. Listen, that's what I mean. Gone are the days now. Do you know what I'm saying? Now you've got DOFs with big networks. So these men have got the analytics, they've got the footage, they've got all these things. They can watch these players. So if we recruit the right way, and we obviously go abroad and we pick up these little gems, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you remember, like Mahrez and Kante, Leicester got these man playing nowhere. You know what? Do you know what I'm saying? So if
that's
we can do stuff like that,
bro, I'm wishing for someone for Kobe Mainoo. I'm just wishing for another athletic youth in the middle of that park. I want our own Camavinga, Chouamini, that double.
But that's what I mean. We should have had Basuma, bro. That's what we should have got.
Should have had Basuma.
Basuma was the one. He was the one. I'll never, ever let that go, blood, because that was maximum 30 mil, blood. Spurs got him for like 30 mil, 25 mil.
Listen, they're going for 30 million euros. That was mad. That's what they got him for. Fuming. That should
from
never
right
been
under everyone's nose, you know, and let man go Tottenham.
And he was putting Casado on the bench. That man couldn't play until my man left. Because he was there that same season, but he couldn't play until my man left. And I kept on telling man, you man are raving about Casado, but I said, before him, it was Basuma. You man just slept on him. Yeah, because of Conte and how Conte is dealing with him. I said, this youth is a bad boy. And I said, I'm not too sure. And I said, even now, with him not getting played, United should go in for cheeky 25 again. Like, make your money back, bro. Yeah, make your money back quickly before he even gets to play. Nah, they weren't on it. Man's out here going Ten Hag buying this, don't buy it. Bro, I'm upset with Ten Hag. Because even Kudus, I'm saying Kudus, if he would have had him, can you imagine we got Diallo, Kudus, and the man in the same team?
Yeah, bruv, listen, hey, can you imagine? A baller.
He's a baller. And he went and got us Anthony. Like, we would have been all quiet right now with Kudus on there.
Bro, a man could have got Kudus, for a third of what we paid to Anthony, blood. Like,
come on, man.
Like, the whole thing's mess up, bro. Do you know what I mean? Man took up. Listen, Martinelli's an absolute scrub, Nick. You know them ones. Nick in the chat, bro. Martinelli's an absolute bozo. I can't even lie, bruv. He's a bum.
Yeah, he does it. He doesn't do it.
He's an absolute bum. You know, like
he's a poor man's song. He's a poor man's song. They have to accept
a very poor man's son. You know, like that poverty Heung-min Son, blood. I'm telling you, he's a real poverty.
Poor man's son. Because he's trying to do the Son thing, but Son's just different with it. And that's the Arsenal will accept that.
That's it. That's
how old is Son?
Son must be 31 now. He must be 31 now.
But he's not even a man to go and get like that. Our time's done with him. I would have said go and bully up Spurs,
but this is the problem now. Like, when you're looking at football now, and this is where our scouts need to be good, because it's like there's no one that stands out in football now to the point where everyone's going crazy over Wirtz now. But he's only just moved to Leverkusen. It's like there's no real bad boys out there where man can go and say, yo, like, get me this winger, he's 30. You know, like that. So it's just like, well, people talk about Rafa Leao as well. I think Leao's overrated, bro. I just think he's overrated because he's a similar he's one of the only players of his ilk, like he's got good physique, he's tall, he's athletic and stuff like that, but he's still he's still a bit scatty for me, bro. Like, do you know what I mean? There's no real wingers. There's no polished wingers out there that I'm like, yo, polished. Like, he's fit, like he's the finished article. Go out there, get this guy now. He improves our team straight away. There's no one out there, bro. That's why
I feel like Raphael,
go get him.
Yeah, I feel like my man is what you just mentioned. I feel like players like that can go to City and sustain what they have, but they can't take you there. They can come in and sustain you there, but where we're trying to go, we need players that's going to take us then. And I don't think he's clean enough to take us. But if we were doing well, and you brought him in because one of the wingers left, he will sustain you. He'll do the job. He'll look tidy. He will do his thing. But to take us there, we're going to need some characters. We're going to need some tidy ballers.
That's what I'm saying. To get us there, we need to rebuild the whole machine, innit? Like, because there's no cogs out there that you say, if we get this, then we're bro. Because there's too many things that ain't right. And Leao, like you said, if you put him in a system that's already functioning, he can be the difference maker.
Yeah,
but the system has to be there first, innit?
Has to be, and that's why we flopped in the past. We've got players in like Pogba, like that, and man's gone mad when they haven't continuously done it because they done it when they could, But then it gets to a point where you drag man down. It's too much now. It's like, what do you want me to do about it? Similar with Sancho. Sancho came from a system that was working. He thought he was just going to be a little bit of the icing on the cake at United right wing. All of a sudden, the team's going left. And this is why I look at the young players that we got in Diallo, in Sancho, in Greenwood, in Mainu, all of these men, and I'm thinking, build something. You've got ballers there that want to play ball. Now go and get a couple more that's on it. Get another striker, get another midfielder in there, get maybe a ball playing again defender. Definitely get a left back and shot Luke Shaw. He's 28, man told me. Get rid of him. There's a little money there for him.
He's injury prone. Do you know what I mean? And he's not fit enough to play the modern game as a fullback.
No.
He's not got the physical.
He can't take us there as well. I don't build again with him. He can go to a team. He can go to Liverpool most probably, for an example, even though he wouldn't go. And he will just fit in because things are happening well and they're going. But
yeah, but even he ain't got the physicality, bro. Because if you look at Robertson, Robertson is an absolute tank, bro. Do you know what I mean? He's built like a centre mid and he plays left back. Like Luke Shaw ain't got the athleticism to be providing Liverpool's width. Like he ain't got that, bro. Like he's not a modern fullback. Like modern fullbacks get up and down. They're literally so key.
And he's injury prone. Injury prone. Man, them have to accept it. Like
are key in most systems these days. Most systems. Do you know what I mean? Because they're trying to maximize the width. He's a fullback that don't like getting forward, and he can't really get back. That's why he picks up a yellow card a game.
Yeah. We need that. I think we need 2 new fullbacks if we're going to say that. If we're going to go to that to an extent, we might need that Frimpong you because he's a bit rapid up and down that wing there on the right. So we might need two fullbacks if more than we need. Like you said, I remember you said that we can fling Luke Shaw centre back. So yeah, we could fling him there as cover
as a backup centre back for Lissandro. I think that's why. I think that's got to be a situation, bro. Because he ain't no modern fullback.
Yeah. Backup centre back for Martinez. That makes sense, especially because he's had a couple injuries himself. That would work and get 2 new fullbacks that can do their thing. But we don't need a lot of players anyway. I'm happy where we're going, and we've got certain fullbacks like my man that we sent to Benfica. I don't know if it's a loan or if it's
Fernandes,
a loan.
but they're saying that they want to buy him. Obviously, we can't let that happen.
But they say we're going to get buyback clause, cheap, buy all this. Maybe let him go and do his thing. And Ineos will be clever with all these buyback clauses that they're putting in. Ineos are going to build that system that you're talking about, where they'll go and get their man back for 25 M's. You know what I'm saying? Who's already had the experience. Somebody else has been paying his wages, all of that stuff. So it's still a minor.